Set 9 SAS Internal Technical Question and Answers. Answers are highlighted in green. Question 1. Which of the following platforms is most effective for finding SAS internships in the pharmaceutical industry? Now everybody knows LinkedIn is the right answer. Now Facebook is for the personal use. Even the YouTube is also not the correct answer. TikTok is just for the entertainment. So the professional network here is LinkedIn. And anyways, the employers, they try to put the job postings for certain roles that are upcoming, and the candidates, they try to apply through resumes, through whatever the openings that are available. Question 2. You are applying for a SAS internship in a CRO. Which file format is most preferred for submitting your resume? Now, JPG is an image, so you don't usually submit such kind of format. TXT is a text file that anybody can make any changes. PNG is again a kind of an image, so this is not an acceptable format. So the correct format is PDF. The reason is PDF, whatever information that you mention, the information stays intact and nobody can make any changes to PDF. Even if you're trying to submit your resume in Word document, please do not do that, because anybody can make certain changes and try to create some other kind of image by giving the wrong information. Question 3. Which SAS skill is most commonly required in clinical internship programs? SAS graph is an advanced feature. SAS IML is also an advanced feature. The SAS OR is also an advanced feature. So these three are not the right answer. The correct answer is base SAS programming. The reason is, at the entry levels, most of the pharma companies, they see whether the candidate is having a strong foundation of SAS programming. The other advanced features can be learned later, and it can be taught later by the senior people in the organization. So the basic foundation of SAS programming should be strong at the entry level, whosoever is applying for the internship programs. Question 4. While preparing a sample SAS project to showcase in your portfolio, which dataset type is most relevant for a clinical internship? Financial data is not the right answer. Marketing campaign dataset, it's also not the right answer, because this is related to your accounts. Marketing is related to some other field. Retail sales data set is also not the right answer, because it is related to fast moving consumer goods, FMCG, right? So we are not into that industry. We are into the pharmaceutical and clinical research industry, wherein we require SGTM and ADAM dataset. So you need to understand that you are presenting the right portfolio, because you are working in clinical research and you're trying to build a career in the pharmaceutical company. So you should understand like what is a basic requirement, and CDISC is the standards where they commonly use in clinical research. So we are dealing here with the clinical research and healthcare internships, right? So you should present your project or the portfolio in the relevant industry that you are showcasing. Like say for example, you are trying to give a resume to the retail or the fast moving consumer kind of a role. So your portfolio should relate it to retail sales data set accordingly. Question 5. During a SAS internship interview, the interviewer asks about proc transpose. What does it typically do? Option A, merge two datasets. No. Generate graphs. No. Summarize data. No. Now for the merging two datasets, we need merge statement and we need a set statement. Generate graphs is nothing but you're presenting graphs by through other histograms or that, but we are not dealing with that. We are dealing with the proc transpose. Summarize data is to summarize summary statistics. So what does proc transpose do? It changes the data from rows to columns and columns to rows. Either way you say it as long to wide or rows to columns or columns to rows, the meaning is same, right? So proc transpose, it generally reshapes the data so that you can make certain format in the rows and columns, and you can present those in the table listings and figures. Question 6. Which of the following soft skills should you highlight most during a SAS internship interview? Option A is ability to memorize SAS procedures. Now, this is not the right answer. The reason is you have the ability to memorize, but do you have the ability to implement? Do you have the ability to understand? Do you have ability to solve any kind of a problem that comes, right? Strong typing speed. Now, even if you have the strong typing speed, but you do not know what decision needs to be done, you do not know what are you doing, it doesn't make sense, like even if you're typing very fast, because it's just that, like, you are typing fast but you don't know where to go, right? Ability to argue confidently. Well, this is not the relevant answer. So the correct answer is ability to learn quickly and problem solve. So most of the pharmaceutical companies and industries, whatever the leaders or whichever the HR related people, they try to see whether do you have the interest to learn anything that is given to you. So say for example, you are told to learn a specific new software which you don't have in your resume. So they want to see whether do you have interest or are you open to learn new softwares or new technologies or new terminologies, right? And do you have any problem solving kind of features? So most of the interviewers, they try to see this. So you should give the relevant answer. Question 7. If you are self-learning SAS to apply for internships, which free platform is best to begin with? Now, SAS via cloud, no. Tablet public, no. GitHub, no. The correct answer is SAS on demand for academics. Now, this is a particular platform where you can log in through your own user ID and user profile, through your mobile number and OTP, and all that features that will come through your own credentials, and they will give you some minimum memory space for per user, so that you can create your own data sets, you can save it on cloud kind of an environment. So this is a good feature where a new joinee who is coming just out of the college, they want to practice SAS programming before making a career into it, just to see whether is it comfortable to make a career in this. So for before making a career, you can check this software. If you're comfortable, then you can move on. Question 8. You are joining a SAS internship and asked to verify a variable format. Which procedure would you use? Option A says prog means. Now prog means is used for the summarized data, right? So prog sort is for sorting the data set. Prog report is for reporting kind of into tables, listings, or PDF, right? So this is not the right answer. The correct answer is prog contents. The reason is the prog contents procedure, it will give you the list of all variables, the list of all format of all variables, then list of all character or numeric type, the attributes or the labels, then the comment section. So it will give you history of all the data sets. Question 9. Which action is most important before applying to multiple SAS internship openings? Option A, watch motivational videos. Now this is irrelevant to the topic that we are talking about. Option C, share the same resume everywhere. No, this is also not the right answer. Add random keywords to bypass filters. No, this is also an irrelevant answer. So the correct answer is you customize your resume for each role. Say for example, you are just coming out of the college and then you are trying to apply for the multiple roles. Like say you have opening for SAS programmer, then you have the opening for data analysis, then you have the opening for power statistician, or some various other roles which is there in the pharmaceutical industry. So you have to customize your resume that you are opening for this, you have so and so interest, and that's how whatever is your interest or the requirements for that specific opening, if you mention that in your resume, there are high chances of getting shortlisted. Question 10. If an interviewer gives you a raw data set and asks you to clean and summarize it, which SAS steps are typically involved? Option A, only proc print. Now proc print will only print the data. Prog export, this will only export the data set, but we are interested here in cleaning and summarizing it. Option D is prog import plus prog report only. So prog import, it will import the data, and prog report will only give the print of the data, or it will present the data, right? So but the objective is to clean and summarize. So for the cleaning of the raw data, you need a data step where you can do manipulation and you can write certain steps, and you can present them in summary statistics through prog means, which gives you n, mean, standard deviation, min, max for continuous variables, and you use proc freq for presenting into counts and percentages, summarizing it, provided you have a categorical variables. Please like, share and subscribe. Leave a feedback comment mentioning any topic that you want me to make a video. Looking forward for a positive response. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Leave a feedback comment. Many thanks for your support and having great connection.